Hello, it's me. Today I'm going to share 5 fun facts about rabbits that you didn't know. Let's get started. Number 1. Did you know that a group of rabbits is called a nest? I thought it was called a herd like a group of animals, but no. A group of rabbits is called a nest. Now that I think about it, it makes sense because they kind of live in a nest. They don't really hang out in groups. When I was a kid, we used to have these pet rabbits. My sister and I would always be arguing over who got to pet them and who got to hold them, and we had so many rabbits. I think at one point we had 7. So that means our rabbit nest was pretty big. No. 2. A rabbit's nose can twitch when it sees something it wants to eat. I read this fact and I was like, well, that's interesting. But then after I read it, I was like, duh. Of course their nose twitches. They're like little piggies. But then I started thinking, do pigs also twitch their noses when they want to eat something? I don't know. No. I've never been close enough to a pig to see if its nose twitches. If you know, please let me know in the comments. But I do know that when a rabbit sees something it wants to eat, its nose twitches. Number 3. Did you know that rabbits cannot vomit or burp? It turns out that rabbits have 2 stomachs. They're pretty much like cows. Cows also have 2 stomachs. And just like cows, the first part of their stomach stores food. And then the second part is where all the good stuff happens, where the food gets digested by acids and enzymes. However, unlike cows, rabbits only eat plants, and they can't digest cellulose, which is a major component of plants. This means that their digestive process isn't as efficient as other animals, and they end up with a lot of gas. To get rid of this gas, they have to fart, but not in the way that you might think. Instead of letting the gas escape through their back ends, they swallow it and release it from their mouths. Now, this doesn't happen very often, and it's not dangerous. But it's definitely not the cutest thing to witness when a rabbit swallows air and releases it from its mouth. Number 4. In some states, it's legal to hunt rabbits with dogs, but in several other states, it's illegal. The reason why it's illegal in some states is because of the potential for cruelty to both the rabbits and the dogs. Hunting rabbits with dogs can be brutal. The dogs are often kept in cramped pens, and when they're released into the wild, they're expected to chase down and kill rabbits. This can take a toll on their physical and mental health. Not only that, but hunting rabbits with dogs can also cause a lot of suffering for the rabbits themselves. They're often chased for miles before they're finally caught, and they may be injured or killed in the process. That's why it's important to check the laws in your state before you go hunting rabbits with dogs. And please, please, please make sure that the dogs are well taken care of. Don't keep them in small pens or make them chase and kill other animals. Dogs are our best friends, and we should treat them as such. No. 5. A group of male rabbits is called a tribe. Now that I say that, I feel like a bunch of dudes sitting around eating dinner and talking about hunting and stuff. But that's probably not what a group of male rabbits does. I couldn't find any information on what a group of male rabbits does. But I did find out that a group of female rabbits is called a colony. This is interesting because I've heard of this word being used before. But I didn't realize that it had anything to do with rabbits. I'm pretty sure it has to do with science experiments and stuff, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I just thought it was funny that the group of male rabbits is called a tribe, and the group of female rabbits is called a colony. It's like they're living in a colony and the males are off to the side, like, I don't know, smoking a pipe and plotting something, I don't know. Well, that's it for today. As always, please like, comment, and share. It really helps me out so much. And don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I'll see you next time.